Pero mira nada más a quién me vine a encontrar. A la tía de la sinvergüenza más grande de todo San Andrés. No te voy a permitir.
¡Yo soy la que no la voy a permitir que vuelva a meterse con mi sobrina!
¡Suéltame!
For all the possible insults that a woman can say to another woman in a Mexican novela, the word sinvergüenza is kind of weak. You have igualada, arrastrada, and all the different translations for the word bitch, and we have a lot of those in Spanish, especially in the novelas. But sinvergüenza it seems antiquated. It seems more of a condescending, relationship involved between maybe an older woman and a younger one. It literally means no shame or shameless. And that in itself is not exactly something bad or it's not an offense. But what's really interesting to me about this word is that it doesn't have the sexual, femme fatale connotations of the other kind of insults, but it usually means when someone, a woman mostly, from a lower class try to, uh, be in places, talk with people from a higher class. So it's doing something that is not supposed to be done, because in the scenario of the novella, in the hierarchies of the novella, you should be humble about your position in life, in society. So it got this idea of rebellion, it got this idea of transgression, and it's usually followed by a slap, which, by the way, I found that there are a lot of YouTube compilations of the best, slaps in Mexican telenovelas, and I found myself watching those while looking for the clip at the beginning of this intro. But anyway, good things to do with your free time. The thing is that it's usually followed by a slap because it's usually associated with saying one truth aloud. This woman, the young protagonist, is telling the evil mom that she's an evil mom. Of course, with worthy, more, long discourse. But that idea of saying the truth aloud, that idea of doing what you're not supposed to do, is what I really like about this word, sinvergüenza. And I guess what it made me think is that in our society, we are so embedded in shame that even the possibility of living without it deserve an insult, deserve a word. And I've realized for several situations that has happened to me in the last week since 2023 started, unfortunately, that I have lived in a lot of shame. And in the moment I was a sinvergüenza, in the moment when I was starting to say things aloud, even if it was just for me, I started to feel better. And this is what this podcast is all about. We are going to be sinvergüenzas together, because we're going to say things that society considers shameful. And not because they're wrong, but maybe because you're an adult and you should just, shut it up. You should endure. Or just because appearances and the idea that we need to behave in a certain professional manner in our daily life, that's not allowed to talk about those things. But let me tell you guys, the moment I said aloud, I feel lonely. The moment I said aloud, I'm drowning in debt. And, the moment I said aloud, I want more friends, I felt like I was the one giving the slap to the war. So this is what the corner is about, is having a microphone and having a really sad gray wall. I had no idea what I decided to wear something dark today for this. But it's about being in front of a microphone, saying all those things aloud that you're supposed to, just hide away because you're an adult. It's about depression. It's about debt, as I mentioned. It's about isolation. It's about not liking your work. It's about, feelings that society reject, but we are not going to do that. We are going to add the best style of a Mexican telenovela, be as dramatic as we can, as truthful as we can, and we're gonna be together on this. This is The Corner.